he's now 32. He's 32. It is a toddler mentality. It's a toddler mentality. Because there were issues that were not managed. And if you're not careful, you could find yourself with someone who, because toddlers by nature, they learn out of behavior that is modern. They do what they see. And so if a toddler is in the context of a home where there is anger or violence, the child can just be angry, but there is like nothing that they're angry about. They are just angry. It's their normal behavior. When they're supposed to smile for a photo shoot, they are angry and they are tearing it apart. Have you seen children that are violent? They are just aggressive. They're supposed to be playing with other kids, but they are biting them. You're supposed to be loving your spouse, but you are. It is a toddler mentality. Anger and tantrums that were not dealt with. I don't have much time, I've got to keep moving. The next stage is the childhood stage. And this one is dominated by social interaction, and that's why children have to go to preschool. Now it has been mandated that they must go to early childhood centers. They go there because they need to learn to socially interact and play with other people. It is very important. It's not just play. They are being taught how to interact with other fellow human beings. And if the child should err, you need to correct so that the child can learn that this is how you do it. These are the expected norms of society. This is acceptable, this is not acceptable. But it is also here that they learn a very important skill that they will need later. Relating to other people, but here not in the context of love and intimacy. Because one of the problems we have, Apostle, is that, particularly the young adults, is that when they are interacting with someone and they discover that they like that person, it is the struggle to separate, is this just liking or is this love that should lead into a relationship? And some people who miss the stage of just socially interacting with people, they did not properly interact with their father, particularly the girls. They didn't learn how to interact with their father at an early age. The father was not there. The father never said, I love you. The father never even, the father never even bought a rose for the girl. And so when the first guy says, I love you, she's confused. She didn't learn it at home. Now she's hearing it outside, and you are unable to separate, is this liking, or is it even lust, or is it genuine love? It is a very important stage. The next stage is about adolescence, and this is quite deep, and we will pick it up with the young people on Saturday morning. But the adolescent stage, obviously, is all the issues of puberty, and it's very hormonal. And I'm not going to go into this because we just don't have time. But here, there is, in one part, obviously, there's a physical, but a big part of adolescence stage is about forming your own identity. Remember, we started off saying that the child becomes independent. Over time, the child increases independence all the time. They are increasing independence. Now they are forming their own identity. And that stage is very important because one of the things that you must not do is to marry someone who doesn't know who they are.
Yeah.
Like, who are you that you want me? You gotta ask that question. If someone says, I love you and I want to marry you, you gotta ask me, who are you? Who are you? Do you know who you are? How are you going to love me when you do not know yourself? Because the Bible says, love the other people as you yourself. But if you don't understand who you are, you will never be able to love the other people. And then this stage is very important because it is another build up. You are constantly being prepared for the next stage and the next stage. And the next one is when you are now transitioning into being a young adult. Now, one of the things that I want to state here is that obviously this is about family love and relationships, and I know young people want us to talk about love. But I want to stress that in God's blueprint, these issues actually, they are not just about what you do when you are 25, but it's how you are prepared at home when you are 2. Because you are not just raising a son and a daughter, but you are raising someone who will at some point become a wife and a husband. So as you raise that boy, you must say, I am training this boy to become a man and a husband. I am training this girl so that she can become a proper wife. It's about training. You are not just raising them. You are training them so that they can flourish in their homes in the future. Now, one of the issues around this young adult stage, and I'm going to close because I ran out of time, is that